We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It's been a long week, and I'm a little on edge. I think I need to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 501, and we can drink the night away. Pour a little bourbon for me and my friends, and we'll see how this story ends. We'll kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. When the night is over at 6 a.m., I'll roll on home with a smile on my face. It felt like a good night, get a little crazy, let it all out and howl at the moon. My head is ringing like the plane has failed, and I can barely remember my name. Kick up some dust, cause we'll see, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get down tonight. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get loud tonight. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight lies claiming whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another week of NSRA Sunday Shootout Racing. Tonight, we are going for 50 laps here at Daytona at night. This is going to be an exciting race. Nighttime brings some cooler temperatures. Not only with cooler temperatures, we end up getting some really, really great racing, much as we do constantly with these races in this league anyways. Don't have a lot of time here. We are going to get through this as quickly as possible and head over and get our starting lineup. On pole, you've got the number 3 car of Paul Servant to his outside number 4 car of Mark Mann. Anthony English and Sean Stevens rolling up on your second line here. Adam Kilday and Les Levy rolling in the third line. Man, I'm going to slow down so I can actually speak tonight. Dana Osborne, Dean Wilkinson. John Guerra and Luke Gray. David Overstreet, Dusty Burkhart rounding, following up in 11th and 12th place here. Dylan Bryant and Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence. Our 8th row, Douglas Johnson and Cole Spalding. 9th row, Todd Mays and Bubba Winningham. Andrew Schroeder and Rick Seabrands. Tom Dixon and Larry Milkdud Dickerson. We talked to him a couple weeks ago. Myself, click the wrong button. I'm broadcaster. And Bob Fitzgerald. And following up at the end of the line here will be Lynn McNeese. All right, everything is set. We are out on track. We're looking at the number 62 here, but let's go to our leader, Paul Servant. In that Oreos car, that number 3. Field's going to be coming up here in just a moment. Here they are coming into turn 3 and 4 here right in the middle. Tonight's going to be proved to be an interesting race. These guys, really good super speedway racing, as we've seen multiple times here on the NSRA YouTube channel. We're going to see this pace car make that hard left-hand turn here in just a moment down pace pit road, and we're going to get this race fired off. Again, 50 laps tonight. Should prove to be pretty quick with these guys as well. Green flag is flying. Paul Servant. The number 44, Anthony English, on that inside line. Good jump, or a good start for everybody. First start is always on green. Oh, I didn't get my digger cam out this time. We'll do it next lap. Number 44 looking to go to the outside, leaves Paul Servant stranded all alone on the inside. We've got a car dropping back in. We're already spinning as we just watched. We're not going to get a caution because this goes to the infield. We now have Anthony English in the lead in that number 44 car. The number 3 car coming back out on track. He's got to gain some get back up to speed. The number 46 also off pace. That is number 46 of David Overstreet. Sitting over on turn 4. What's happening back here? He's backwards on the track. Caution's still not coming out. Head back up to our leaders, Anthony English. The number 46 car has gotten turned around. He's slow coming off of turn 4 here. Here comes your lead pack coming up on him. Some major incidents right here at the beginning of this race. The number 8 car also had an issue of Bob Fitzgerald. Number 44 decides to go to the high line here. Maybe has a teammate up there that he wants to get with. That allows Adam Kilday on that inside line to take the lead momentarily. We're side by side, 4 or 5 rows deep here. We've coming up on the number 46 car. Let's look at his rear bumper. See if we can look and see how fast these guys are catching him. You can see those drivers are hunting him down quick. Number 44 takes the lead lap again there. They are coming up on the number 46 car very quickly here. Number 46 decides to take it to the outside line to allow this pack to pass him. Hopefully he can just fall in line and keep the draft with somebody. Anthony English, our current leader still, with Adam Kilday and John Guerra on the outside line. Or up there with them running side by side. Our leaders are past the number 46 car. Is he able to get? He's able to get into a draft with somebody and able to keep up this pack. That puts him the current. It'll put him the first car a lap down, which will give him the lucky dog if something were to happen. They are quickly approaching the number 3 car of Paul Cervanto. Also, just a reminder, these guys do run a shorter fuel tank, so we will see pit stops on every caution. I can tell you now, that is not how Paul Servant wanted to start his race tonight. We got something going on, just happened right behind this group here. This is exactly what Paul Servant wanted to see, though. And also what the number 46 of David Overstreet wanted to see. Paul Servant's going to go around the pace car while the rest of the field catches him. See if we can go back and take a look and see what happened here. It looks like it might have been with... let's take a look here. Looking to see where the incident happened. While I'm doing that, folks, I'm going to play our first commercial break. This race brought to you by Chevyland. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bubba Winningham, and welcome to Chevyland.
All right, this looks to have started with the number 29 car of Luke Gray. Looks like they make contact with the number 80. He comes back up on track. Some jumbling behind him, gets a little bit sideways. And caution comes out. Interesting caution. You don't normally see something so minor cause that, but that has brought him up to 5th place after that incident. A lot of people looks like they have pit before him. Maybe he's counting on another yellow flag here pretty shortly. He did pit though. He was just able to make up some time there. Pit stop only 5.5 seconds for him. A couple other drivers, or everyone did pit. Like I had mentioned, everyone's going to pit when it comes to these races. We are one to go right now. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to go ahead and switch back over to our live screen here. Bring our chat back up, see if we got anybody in chat land. Not today. Come on, guys. Any of you guys watching out there? Interact with me. Have some fun. We've got Mark Mann, Anthony English, John Guerra, Luke Gray, and Dean Wilkinson rounding out your top 5 drivers. Les Levy, Cole Spalding, Douglas Johnson, Tom Dixon rounding out your top 10. Pace car is going to make that hard left-hand turn. Down pit road. This will be a restart in the Geico restart zone. Before it was on green for the beginning of the race, we are to the Geico restart zone at this point. We've got, again, 50 laps tonight. We've got 40 left. Pace car is off. Leader waits till green to go. Number 44 kind of made a jump there. Everyone made a good start here. we are back to watching the leaders to see where this goes. Long line of cars in the inside line for that restart. There was a lot of drivers that elected to take a second pit stop just to fill up that 0.2 gallons that they used during the caution lap. Drivers running clean right now. Not a whole lot going on the track. Everyone's side by side still. 10 rows back. Let's go to the middle of our field to Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence. Let's go on board and see what it's like racing with these guys today. You hear him kind of hit the apron right there. Again, this is on board with Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence, who's about 5 rows back right now. Anthony English running in our first place right now. You can see Michael, you can see Cheese isn't really pushing the issue. He's just kind of riding in line. This is a long race. We've got a long time, and we've got some more going on back here in the... Oh! That's going to bring out a caution. Let's see, who did that start with? Looks like that may have started with Mark Mann in that 04 car. Go back and take a look at this real quick. On the inside line leading the race. Coming out of turn 4 here. And this happens in 1 and 2, so we're going to see this here in just a moment. Oh, gets bumped from the outside. Comes back up on track. Makes contact with the number 08 car. Locks it down, gets it rolling again after everyone gets past him. And here we are. Unfortunate for Mark Mann. He might have to take his fast repair here. Looks like he is missing part of his bumper, especially. So may have to take his fast repair here and unfortunately use that up. That being said, folks, we're going to head to our next commercial break here, brought to you by our Veterans Hotline. All right. And as you guys saw there, a couple more drivers heading down pit road. Again, to fill up on their fuel tanks, whatever they use on that first lap under caution. Every lap and every gallon counts when you have so little fuel. I believe these guys run either 65% or 50% fuel. I can't remember which one it is. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us tonight for this broadcast on the SCSRA live channel, or SCSRA broadcasting channel. If you can, throw a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we go live. We are live every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Sunday night right here for the NSRA Summer Shootout Series. Monday for the ASR Tour, another Super Speedway League that we broadcast. And Tuesday and Wednesday, we are live for the SCSRA Blue Team Alpha Truck Series and Dev Sports Cards Next Gen Series. Lights are off in the pace car. We're going to be going green here momentarily. Pace car is about to make that hard left-hand turn off of the racing surface down pit road. Our leader currently Anthony English in that number 44 car on the outside line. And we are going green. As always, we're going to be going through some cameras here. Some of my favorites. You hear the engines roar past that camera. One of my favorite cameras ever to have existed. I'm sad that NASCAR took it out, but is what it is. We are too wide. About 10 rows back, 8 rows back. Got some big pushing coming from the number 29 car of Luke Gray on the number 88 car of John Guerra. They are trying to get those laps led for sure. Anthony English at this point has led every lap. We've got 33 laps left to go. Gomes, are you out there rooting for getting a cheeseburger or for cheeseburger to win? We already know the answer to that question. We got a car blinking out there, just kind of showed up and disappeared. Obviously, that's what blinking is. Currently, top 10, Anthony English, Gene Wilkinson, John Guerra, Douglas Johnson, Les Levy, Bubba Winningham, Andrew Schroeder, Cole Spalding, and Paul Servant running in your top 10. Paul Servant. And we're wrecking again. Man. Let's just rewind this while we're sitting here and go to that number 88 truck, 88 car of John Guerra. Let's see. Oh, of course that happened. Let's see what happened here. On the inside line. Oh, just comes up the track, makes contact with another driver. Everyone goes flying. See if we can get this from the starter cam. Involves more than half the field. But I'm sure everyone wants to know, or I know one person in chat wants to know, did it involve Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence. Let's see. Here they come around the corner. Let's see what happened. Was he able to... Let's go on board with Cheese as this happens. Cheeseburger known to make some great moves. He's already on the brakes. Makes a little bit of contact. Able to part the seas right in front of him a little bit. Go around another... Ooh. Man. Well, that was sketchy. Glad everyone made it through somewhat safe. Go to pit road here. You can see everyone coming down pit road now. Let's head to our next commercial break. Brought to you by Dev Sports Card, primary sponsor here of the NSRA, as well as the NSRA broadcasting channel. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's see if we can actually talk to Cheese. Let's see if he heads back down pit road. If he doesn't head back down pit road right now, we're going to pull him up. Let's see what he does. Well, he's heading back down pit road. I don't want to pull him up and mess up his cadence going on to pit road here. That does happen pretty easily, unfortunately. But we are definitely going to talk to him. He's actually racing with Todd Mays, another former racer of the NSRA. Pull him up in just a moment here. Or I'll wait till he's off pit road. Let him stay focused. Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence, this is David up in the booth. You got me?
Yep.
Hey, bud. So, good job on avoiding that wreck for the most part. Did you have a lot of damage coming off of that?
About 30 seconds.
That's not too bad. So
I don't know how I slid that far.
Man, I don't know what happened. You're currently down here, looks like in about 16th place. So far tonight, you've kind of just hung out in the back of the field. Not back of the field, middle of the field, just chilling. Is that kind of the plan until about 5 laps to go?
I guess so. I've got a lot of stuff going on around me, so
yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I'm not 100% in the race, but I will be in the last half.
Absolutely. All right, Chiefs. Just wanted to touch base with you real quick. Thanks for coming up here with me. I'm going to drop you back down there with Todd. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, and you heard it here. That was Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence. Racing with Todd Mays. Luke Gray, Anthony English up here as our leaders right now. We are going to get rolling here. Pace car is going to be coming off of, or turning off the racing surface onto pit lane. We're going to be going green. And we're off and rolling. Good jump there by Anthony English on that outside line. takes the next lap lead. He's now 17 laps led. Mark Mann and Adam Kilday each have a couple as well. But Anthony English, the guy to beat right now. But who do you see behind him? The number 3 car, Paul Servant. Involved in an incident on lap 1 and has made it all the way back up here to the front of this field. Didn't expect anything less from him. Always one of those drivers that's running in the top 5 in this league. Maybe top 10. Interested to see what happens tonight. Now, thing with Daytona Speedway compared to Talladega Super Speedway, a little bit narrower of a track and a little bit shorter as well. That narrow track does still allow 3-wide racing. However, that 3-wide racing is a little bit sketchier. Take a look back here about halfway through the field down to Rick Seabrans. In that second group right now, looking to come back up towards the front. Or even just stay attached to this lead pack right here. You see that 8 making that close move back here to the back. They have that draft. This group is going to catch this lead pack right here. Look at our leaders again. Anthony English choosing to stay on the top line with Paul Servant. As I say that, he elects to take the bottom line and takes the run away from the number 29 car. He's looking for most laps led. Well, let me tell you, bud, you're real close to it anyways. You've got 1 or 2 laps left, and no one else will be able to beat you. That's for sure. We're going to go ahead and switch this down to laps to go now. We are, this time by, we'll be halfway through the race. Like I said, these races, short, quick, sweet, to the point. But we're going 3 wide. Coming into the tri-oval, almost 4 wide there. Paul Servant around the number 44 of Anthony English. But Anthony English able to make that number 38 kind of on the inside here. Let's see what's going on. Are they able to make it clean? They are not. Involves Todd Mays. Couple other drivers as well. Caution is out for the 3rd time tonight. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Be heading into turn 1 here. Looks like he touches that bottom apron, hits the 44 car. 25 gives him room. Number 25 car hits the 54 car of Todd Mays, and the field just kind of scatters after that. We are under caution currently. Pace car is going to be on the back stretch. Luke Gray scored as your leader on that last lap back, which is going to give him the start as we go down pit road. That being said, folks, we are going to head to our next commercial break. I don't want to talk to drivers before they head down pit road. In my opinion, that is not fair to them. I don't want to distract them during that time. So let me head to our next commercial break here. And I will be right back.
Hi, I'm Bubba Winningham, and welcome to Chevyland.
All right, everybody. That was our commercial break brought to you by Chevyland, primary sponsor here of the league for the Summer Shootout Series. All of our drivers back on, or most of our drivers back on pit road again, except for Luke Gray. There's a couple of guys up here towards the front that did not elect to take another pit stop. We are one to go currently. Our drivers will be heading to the green flag this time by. They're currently in turns 1 and 2, so we got half a track at 70 miles an hour. Now, these tracks, massive tracks, under caution, they take a minute and a half per lap. They take quite a while. Pace speed is 70 miles an hour today. We are officially more than halfway done with the race. We have 22 laps to go. We'll get 21 to go by the time the pace car passes, or the leaders pass the start-finish line here. Les Levy up towards the front as well. If we do recall, I do believe Les Levy started at the back of the pack. Our pace car is currently in turn 4, about to make that hard left-hand turn off of pit road. You can see only 4 cars up there on the top line. Everyone else on the inside line were either involved in the incident or chose to elect for another pit stop. And we're green flag racing, folks. We see the field coming toward turn 1 now. The number 29 of Luke Gray and the number 44 of Anthony English back together again, working on it. Working on Luke getting up towards the front. Number 44, Anthony English, decides to go to the outside with Les Levy and Adam Kilday. Followed up by that number 66 car of Bubba Winningham. Let's see if we can get him up here if there's another caution. Les decides to go to the bottom line. His driver's behind him. We're making huge contact here. Number 66 of Bubba Winningham involved. We were just watching this. We are back under caution, folks. Let's see what happened here. This is with Bubba Winningham. Oh, barely touches the 23. And then gets T-boned. Pace car is going to be off here. Bunch of drivers there with meatball flags. Bubba Winningham, Anthony English, Luke Gray, and Larry Milk Dud Dickerson. A lot of drivers out. John Guerra is out. Bob Fitzgerald, Douglas Johnson, and Sean Stevens all out of the race. This one looks to have caused some serious carnage and taken out a couple of drivers from the race entirely because they've already used their fast repair or some scenario like that. Head up here to Adam Kilday, our current leader, caught up with the pace car here. This time by, let's actually go see if we can pull up Bubba Winningham now. Now that we've got the time. Let's see here. Bubba, this is David in the booth. You got me? Oh, I got to turn your volume on. I heard you talking. I apologize.
Okay.
All right, I got you though, Bubba. Man, unfortunate incident there coming off of coming into the tri-oval, barely touching that driver on the inside of you, and just a whole lot happened after that.
Yeah, it did. I came down. I made contact with him and turned him, and so I got hit. And I have exactly 37 minutes of damage here, so I'm gonna probably just run some race control and watch from the booth up here for a while.
Sounds good. Looks like you've already used your one faster pair, so it looks like we're done for the night tonight. Well, the racing's done. The admin stuff never finishes.
That's right. That's right. So it's just I just had a little lapse in judgment there, made contact on that second one, and that's just part of it. And so I hope I didn't take out too many folks with the rest of the wreck.
It happens. Well, Bubba, thanks for joining us tonight, sir. You have a good rest of your evening, and have fun with race control, bud. I know how hard that can get.
All right. Thank you now. See you.
Thank you, sir. And that was league owner Bubba Winningham, actually, and David Overstreet, the other one that the other owner that we've dealt with as well. Super nice guys. Glad to have him here, and glad to be broadcasting for this league. Let's go over our top 10 currently. Les Levy, David Overstreet, Dusty Burkhart, Mark Mann, and Dana Osborne round out your top 5. Adam Kilday, Tom Dixon, Paul Sermont, Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence, and Adam Schroeder rounding out your top 10 drivers at this point. Les Levy, if I do recall, qualified or did not qualify and was in the back of the pack at the start of this race. He's come up and led this race now for a lap. While only a lap, he still led the race. Let's see if we can get some info up here that's kind of cool. Right now, this is your finishing order, or your top 10 out there on the track. Again, Adam Kilday, Les Levy, David Overstreet, Dusty Burkhart, Tom Dixon, Dylan Bryant, Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence, Mark Mann, Cole Spalding, and Paul Servant. This was at the end of the last lap. Currently under caution for the 5th time, I believe it is. Pace car, or lights are out on the pace car. We've got a couple of drivers still on pit road. 14 drivers on track. The pace car, 70 miles an hour on this track. We'll be going green next time by. But this does mean we've got about 17 laps to go. We'll get 16 next time by. I don't know how many drivers took a pit stop there. Looks like maybe the whole field took a pit stop, but we may be good for the rest of the race for these guys. You didn't see him come down a second time around, which is why the group is able to get together right now. We've got Dean Wilkinson, Larry Milkda Dickerson, and Anthony English back out on track, catching the back of this pack. They are Larry and Anthony are a lap down, 2 laps down actually, but Dean Wilkinson is on the lead lap. Let's see if we've got a biggest mover option here. Pace car is going to be making that hard left-hand turn here. I don't have that option, but we're going to keep looking for it at some point. Green flag is flying. Fantastic jump from that outside line of Les Levy, Mark Mann. Able to clear the inside. There's a couple of drivers able to clear the inside here. Folks, I have a feeling the hard racing is not over yet. In fact, it may have just begun, even though that's what we've seen all race so far. We have got 16 drivers left out on track currently. We're watching our leaders here. Les Levy, Mark Mann, Adam Kilday, David Overstreet, and Dusty Burkhardt are top 5. We've got some 2-wide racing about 3 or 4 rows back. And I'm sure there's a couple people out there that want to know, where is Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence? He's currently in 12th place in that number 47 car, going 192 miles an hour. You see everybody just kind of staying in line. They all know there's only 15 laps left in this race, but the race doesn't really start until about 5 to 7 laps to go. Depending on where you are in the field, that means it's go time. Les Levy with another lap led, and the only way that Anthony English's laps led current position breaks is if Les leads the rest of the race. Other than that, Anthony English has got that in the bag. I don't know if there's any bonus points for it in this league specifically. I know some leagues do have that for most laps led, but I'm not sure how that works in this league's points. Current leader David Overstreet taking the lap led that time. That puts Les Levy out of contention for that. Paul Servant leading that top line with the number 8 car of Dana Osborne pushing behind him. Again, Paul Servant involved in an early incident on lap 1 of this race. Almost went a lap down and was saved by a caution, now leading the outside line in this race. You see, we are 2 wide throughout the entire field here. Number 48 makes kind of a bump to the inside here. Makes no contact. We're all staying green. We're rolling forward, 4 wheels on the ground. 12 laps left. The action's about to pick up here in about 5 to 6 laps. As when you're going to start seeing some 3-wide racing, you're going to see some pretty aggressive moves from these drivers if they haven't made them already. The race really is going to start in about 5 laps. We are 3-wide currently, about 6 rows back, in that number 84 car with Todd Mays behind him. And that's the number 84 and we have got another caution. Number 44 car involved of Anthony English. Let's go back and see what happened here. We're going to have to go to the chase for this one. The number 84 car up on his outside just comes down a little bit and makes contact on the right rear of the number 44, which spins him around do-si-do, but he ends up going straight again. Immediately has to tow. Looks like maybe his engine was blown. Paul Servant still at speed. The rest of the field still at speed. Pace cars exiting turn 2 currently. With that said, folks, we're going to head to commercial break, brought to you by Dev Sports Cards. We will be right back. None of our drivers elect to go down pit road this time by, which means we are good to go for the rest of the race. No longer is a pit stop required to make it to the end here. Pace car lights are out on the pace car, maybe? Take a look. I don't think so. I think we're still at 2 to go. Can confirm we are at 2 to go. Our pace car currently still has the lights on. We're going to get 1 to go this time by. Couple of drivers did elect to take a pit stop there. Not many, which means they may have been close or had a little bit of damage. I do appreciate y'all's patience. We're going to get our 1 to go next time by, which is right now. One lap to green, which means we've got about 17 minutes left to make this lap. These laps take forever to get around this track when we're only going 70. It's not nearly as bad when they're going 195, but this 70 miles an hour thing, this stuff's for the birds. I can tell you that much. We're about coming into turn 3 right now. We'll be heading to our green flag here. We will have 7 laps to go as we cross the line here. And what could either be a great shootout or result in a couple of green-white checkers. I believe there's 2 for this league. It's going to be an interesting race, that's for sure. Pace car's fixing to make that hard left-hand turn down pit road here. Head to our starter cam. We are green flag racing, folks. We've got just a couple of laps left. Like I said, 7 laps to go at the line. This is where it's going to get dicey for a lot of these folks. Dana Osborne makes it up towards the front of the pack again. And that number 8 Skull car. But on his outside, wouldn't you know, Paul Servant is still there. 62 makes that jump down to the inside line. That's Les Levy to take away that line from the inside. But Paul Servant joins him down there. Les really wants that lap lead, and he's gonna get it. Maybe Paul Servant got him. Maybe got him right at the line here. We are too wide, about 5 rows back. And like we heard from Cheese, this is where it's going to start getting interesting here towards the end of this race. We are going to get 5 to go at the line. And like I said, this is where the race really starts for a lot of these folks. They've just been riding it out in the back. Les Levy still has a faster pair left. Mark Mann. There's a good 8 to 10 drivers that still do have a faster pair, so they can make it through one incident without a problem. Some of these other drivers, about half of them, if not a little bit more, have already used their fast repairs. So they're not going to be able to get something fixed if something happens. I think you can say that it's not if the big one's going to happen, it is when. That being said, was the one earlier today the incident, or are we about to have another one? We are 3 wide, 4 rows back. Still 3 wide. Like I mentioned earlier, this is when it's time to go. Not only that, but this track's a little bit narrower. So 3 wide is a little more difficult, not impossible, very, very doable. You just have to hold it steady, and that did not work. The number 62 car of Les Levy. Safety car is out. This will lead us into overtime today. Les Levy does have a faster pair left. He's able to tow. He's out on pit road. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Go to our TV number 3, get a little bit more of a outside version. The number 04 looks like the number 62 goes up to make that block. That's of Les Levy. Let's go up and look at the far chase. He leaves the inside to make the block. On the outside line, who's a lot of momentum, and the number 48 just doesn't hit him square. Not his fault, though. There was some tumbling around this number 62 car. I'm going to have to agree with Mix Master PJ in the chat here. Such a late block. If he goes up sooner, the 48 can hit him square. Can't make a move that late and expect the guy actively getting pushed by the 85 to be able to line it up. I would have to agree that it was a late block. We do have a lot of drivers here now with a meatball flag. Dylan Bryant, Todd Mays, Cole Spalding, Mike Cheeseburger Lawrence, Dana Osborne, and Les Levy. Of those drivers with meatball flags, 1, 2, 3 of these drivers have a way back in this race with a fast repair. The rest of them are going to have to get it fixed. Some of these drivers getting them cleared and heading back out onto pit road or back onto the racing surface. That being said, folks, we're going to head to a commercial break here real quick. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bubba Winningham, and welcome to Chevyland.
All right, folks, and we are back. We were watching Lynn McNeese here in that number 3 car. Again, back from the back of the pack, almost a lap down. Anything is possible at these races. These races are anyone's game. You can't even really plan for them. You could probably go into this race with 0 practice, as most super speedway drivers do. And nothing really changes. The only time I would recommend against doing that is when iRacing pushes an update on the 13th week of a season. We are going to get the green next time by. We are going to have a green-white checker for any of you that don't know what that is. Green-white checkers, we're going to get the green flag. Next time by, if there's no incidents on track, no caution thrown, we'll get the white flag, which will be the last flag of the race besides the checkered. If a caution comes out during this initial green flag lap, we will rack them, stack them, and we'll try it again for a second time. After that second attempt, if there is an incident on that first lap, after the pace car turns off, that will end the race. Pace car's off, and we are rolling. Let's get our volumes back up and adjusted. We're going to pay attention to our leader here, Paul Servant. Had a great jump on the inside line, 40 or the 85 of Adam Kilday right behind him. That does not mean that Andrew Schroeder in that 48 car or that 4 of Rick Seabrands is going to take this lightly. They're going to do everything they can to stay bumper to bumper for this entire run. I don't see a single person going to lift from this. They're going to push, they're going to shove, they're going to do everything they can to take this away. That 3-car group on that inside line needs to get a little bit tighter. The 48 makes a block to Paul Servant. That leaves the 4-car on the outside. Paul Servant able to make it up towards the middle of the track and takes the top line. It's a pushing game. Let's get to the flag and then we can decide from there what happens. We're going to get the white flag this time by. This is it, folks. Number 3 and the number 4 car getting some great pushing going. They make it clear to the inside line, cut off that number 48 car, but the lead's not necessarily where you want to be. This is where it gets interesting. The lead car typically is going slower than everybody else, even with the push behind him. Number 3 and number 48 tied up on the inside line. That number 4 and 55 up on that outside line definitely got a hold of each other, and they're not letting go. That number 3 car coming off of the turn 4 here. There's an incident going on behind him. He just got to stay clear of it. He doesn't. That leaves Mark Mann to the lead. I don't even know what happened. There was a lot. Everyone wrecked. And Cheeseburger Lawrence comes home in 6th place. Everybody wrecked. Everybody. Let's go back and watch. Can you even say this was a finish? We're going to go about this from the starter cam. Mark Mann's about 7 cars back right now. And we're going to watch this happen from up here, because this is where it really gets interesting. Oh, caution animation's still up. Yeah, look at that. I was too excited about this race. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know. Let's see here. So it's already starting here. Everyone to the infield. Mark Mann to the outside here. It gets wrecked. What other camera can we use here? TV3 I think will be a good one. Let's see if we can go a little bit slower. When I watch this in slow motion, kind of just see where everyone ends up. We're going to stay on Mark Mann though, because he does end up winning the race here. Some contact towards the back. Looks like it's contact with Mark Mann in that 411 car of Tom Dixon. Then there's contact with the 85 car and the 4 car, which then hits 3 car. Mark Mann to the outside. 55 goes down low. Number 4 car hits the grass and gets shot back up the track, which then makes contact with the 85 car, shoves that whole lane into the wall, hits the number 47 of Cheeseburger Lawrence. And there's how the race finished. Now, that looked like it was a pretty close one. So let's go back and see. Do we have a start-finish line cam here? I don't have one at every track. I do have some at some of them. I don't have one at Talladega, but apparently I do not here. Let's see if we can watch this from a little bit further back with our spectator cam as we're coming off of turn 4. You see that initial contact, everyone getting jumbled up. 4 comes shooting back up the track, makes contact with everybody else. Everyone's into the wall. No one dies. Window nets are probably all down. They definitely are after that incident. That being said, let's go get some people to talk to. Let's see if we can get Adam Kilday up here. Let's see here. Go to Adam Kilday. Let's rewind this to the start-finish line here, where he finished. That was close. Let's see if we can find him. Adam Kilday. Adam Kilday, where are you? I don't see him in Discord. Let me see here. Nope, I don't see him in Discord, so we're going to go on to the next person, which is Dusty Burkhart. We can get Dusty for sure. Dusty, this is David up in the booth for the SCSRA broadcasting team. You got me?
Yes, sir. How are you, David?
I'm doing fantastic. Interesting race tonight. More cautions than I usually see with this league. What do you think happened tonight?
I don't know. I don't know if everybody was just getting anxious, trying to get to the front quick, but it was a sloppy race. But you just had to make it to the end.
Absolutely, I understand. Coming home in second place tonight after several incidents there at the end of that race. I would ask, how did you do it? But I don't think anybody even really knows how anybody did it. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, honestly, I was in 8th coming off of turn 4, and I just backed off because I knew it was coming. And when they wrecked, I just tried to hit the middle and avoid them and just see how far I could go.
Well, congratulations on your second place. I'm glad to have this conversation with you today. You deserve it for sure. We're just going over some replays, watching this stuff over and over again because it kind of just ended up a mess. But congratulations again, bringing home that car in second place tonight. Anybody you want to thank out there tonight?
I appreciate it, man. I'm Mark and all those guys that I was with this time. They kind of helped me a little bit there at the end, and me and Mark sandwiched each other at the end to go first and second. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem at all, sir. Thank you again for coming by. Good rest, or you have a good night. Hopefully we talk to you next week.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And that was our second place driver, Dusty Burkhart. We're going to drop him back down in the room he was in, and let's go find our winner tonight. Our winner, Mark Mann. Mark Mann, this is David up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, David. What's up?
Man, so we went from... you were running what, 7th, 6th place coming off of turn 4 to winning this race.
Yeah,
I would say lucky. I'm not really sure what happened, but as we watch this over and over again, I don't think anybody really could have planned this.
I just saw him. I was watching that low line, but at that point, it was the last lap. So you just look for a crack and go. And I saw them wrecking, and I knew that I was going to be collected in it. I was just hoping to get, a top 5 finish and happened to win because there was a lot of people wrecking. And I think I finished sideways. So that was kind of fun.
You got tapped right before the end of this race. And it was actually the number 4 car who originally got shot down the track into the grass and then came back up. And man, looking at it from your point of view, it just looks like the seas part in front of you. Everyone kind of shoots to the outside or to the inside. I can imagine you're thinking it's clear now, and that 4 car comes up the track and just hits the 4th car inside of you, which then takes out everybody else. It was insane to watch.
It was definitely a ripple effect. The dominoes fell in my favor, so to speak. You know, at the end there, I was just hoping to push that middle line as best I could and get a top 5 out of it. I wasn't going to go to the 3rd line. Didn't feel comfortable enough tonight to do that. And, you know, it's the finish I wanted, not the finish I deserve, but I'll take it. And super speedway racing nowadays, you know, it's harder to control your destiny. So you have to have more luck on your side, I think, anymore.
And that's what we had talked about plenty of times during this broadcast tonight, where, you know, really the racing really starts with 5 to 7 laps to go. Outside of that, it's a whole lot of just maintain and make it to the end of the race. It's a war of attrition in super speedway racing now in iRacing.
I do like attrition racing, I will admit. You know, I got into an early wreck and my crew was able to pop all the dents out, and I was able to stay up there, thankfully, because then I had gotten into a later wreck, which I had to bring out my backup car. So I had that in the hauler and was able to use it and survive until the last lap. So, you know, a lot of times I just like to finish, you know, sometimes it's not a great finish, but, you know, I'm going to log in at night and get into a race. I want to race the entire allotted lap. So mission accomplished tonight. Got it, you know, snuck out a win. I'll take it.
Awesome. Well, Mark, again, congratulations on your victory tonight. Glad to have you down here or up here in the broadcast booth for this interview. Hope to have this conversation again with you. But before I let you go, do you have anybody out there you want to thank?
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for broadcasting, man. It's been awesome. And David, Owen, Bubba, and everybody behind the scenes who make this happen, who give us a platform and a place to race on Sunday nights. A little nightcap to end the weekend before an arduous work week. But and also all the guys I raced with tonight, and everybody watching at home, my friend Mara, and all the drivers. And that's about it.
All right. Well, Mark, thanks again for joining us tonight. Congratulations on your win. Hopefully we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, bro.
No problem. And that was our winner, Mark Mann, tonight. Congratulations again, Mark, on that victory. I know it wasn't necessarily the way you wanted it to win, but you ended up where you wanted to be, up there in the front. Everyone out there in Chatland, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight here on SCSRA Broadcasting. We are going to be signing off here. We do appreciate all of you joining us. If you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, do all the fun things. Help us promote this channel. We're trying to get a little bit bigger and get some more leagues in here as well to bring you more entertainment throughout the week. Stay tuned tomorrow night for the ASR Tour, where they take on some track somewhere, because I don't have their schedule up right now. Let's actually take a look at that, because some of these drivers you'll see over there as well, like David Overstreet you'll see over there. There's a couple more these guys that race in that league as well. Their next schedule posted currently tomorrow. We will also be racing at Daytona. So look forward to that, folks. And we look forward to seeing all of you. We will see you in the next one.